After the protests that turned violent on September 24, Ladakh's markets and schools are now reopening. The Lieutenant Governor-led government claims that normalcy has returned to Ladakh, but Leh apex body maintains it is a deceptive calm. Fear is palpable in Leh, the Ladakh's capital. People in Kargil and Leh are uncertain about the path ahead. The situation is far from normal, the natives say, amid anxieties about their identity, culture, land, language, and employment. They feel cornered from all sides and voiceless after Sonam Wangchuk's arrest. The release of some detainees is one of the confidence-building measures to restart the dialogue process with New Delhi regarding protection of Ladakh's unique identity and securing jobs and rights over land and resources, though. The Leh apex body and Kargil Democratic Alliance want more CBMs before the dialogue process with New Delhi can be taken to its logical conclusion. On Kashmir's turf, some politicians remind Ladakh's politicians and activists of their endorsement to decisions such as withdrawal of J&K's autonomy, special status and statehood, and carving out Ladakh as a separate union territory. But they also say that the demands should be met. National Conference's Imran Nabi Dar accuses the BJP of procrastinating.
Ladakhis have been fighting and for their duly rights. And if you remember, Ladakh was unanimous in their demand when they welcomed abrogation of Article 370 and they demanded UT status, and they got that UT status. But along with that, they demanded that they should have a sixth schedule, so which was in fact promised by Government of India. Unfortunately, lot of time has passed, but Government of India is not giving them that sixth schedule, which is very unfortunate. And this should have happened long time ago, but I don't know why Government of India is procrastinating on it. I mean, this is something that Government of India has to understand. Ladakh is a very sensitive area. It is bordering two nuclear powers. So Government of India needs to ensure that the situation remains peaceful there, and all the genuine demands of Ladakhis must be fulfilled.
Zuhaib Yusuf Mir, a young People's Democratic Party leader, accuses Delhi of not respecting the genuine demands of the people of Ladakh. Mir says that because of the BJP's anti-people and majoritarian politics and policies, the Ladakhis today feel more alienated than before.
What BJP did was that they promised Ladakh up to 2019 and post that they will give them greater federalism. But all those promises were not fulfilled. What Ladakh at this point of time, what it really wants is that they want participation for its people, not dominance. If they're seeking sixth schedule and statehood, I don't think there is anything wrong in it, because Ladakh wants its development to be rooted in tradition. You see, their glaciers are melting, their job market is shrinking, and the land has been taken over by multiple agencies across the country and even being concretized. For this, if they want some safeguards for their culture, I don't think there is any problem with that. Secondly, what I also believe is that all throughout history, if you see that during the early 1960s, during the Chinese incursions and even during the Kargil war, I don't think there was any doubts about the nationality amongst the Ladakhi people, and they were always showed their allegiance towards the Indian state. And for this, that should be rewarded, and the Government of India must recognize these gestures, not dismiss them. What Ladakh wants and what people of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh want, that you should not rule us by fear, but with love. See, when it comes to a fragile ecosystem like Ladakh, you have to realize one thing, that it's, firstly, as I told you, it needs sustainable development, and at the same time it's at a very sensitive its location is quite sensitive when you take into consideration the geopolitics of the entire Indian subcontinent. But to say this, that there are people who are working at the behest of someone else, and and pinpointing that they don't show their allegiance to the country, that's absolutely wrong. Every time you cannot brush away a problem by simply saying that there is an ulterior motive of secessionism. As I told you, that people of Ladakh have absolutely no doubt about their nationality all throughout history. During the Chinese incursion in the first 1960s and during the Kargil war, they have no doubts about their nationality and about their allegiance to India. All they want is participation. And if this participation is not given to them, and if they are made foreigners in their own land, then that is a model which nobody will accept. No people will accept that model. So this is precisely what we are trying to make the government of India understand from last 5-7 years now, that you have to you govern this area, this part of the world, by giving them full participation. You don't have to rule them by fear and dominance. It's by love and peace and participation.
Meanwhile, Sonam Wangchuk's wife has vowed to continue legal battle to ensure the climate activists' release from prison. Also, the Leh apex body asserts that true normalcy won't return to Ladakh through intimidation, arrests, and Delhi's iron fist policy.